Hello everyone and welcome to the DPB podcast. I'm your host Ryan Mondes. This is episode number 323 for May 28th, 2024.
Welcome to the Disney Pins blog podcast, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world.
Welcome back to the show everyone. Hope you guys are doing well and had a nice Memorial Day weekend. I just have one thing for housekeeping this week and then we'll get right into the pin news. And that is just another quick reminder that we will be attending the Disney Pin Source trade event this weekend. I can't believe it is coming up here already so soon. It is Saturday, June 1st. Again, it takes place at the Hilton DoubleTree Hotel across the street from Universal Studios. And in case you guys missed it, we will have an exclusive pin release there. It is our Belle Green Dress Library pin. That is limited edition of 300 and the price is $20. It is releasing first at the pin event and then we'll have a very small amount releasing online the following Thursday. I think we're only going to release about 30 at DPB Store, so most are for the event. And then we're going to be having another surprise pin release on Saturday as well at the pin event. Alright, now let's get into the pin news. First, we're going to start off with our sales at DPB Store. Last week we had a few new Artland pins that released. First was the Tramp pin from Lady and the Tramp. This one is called Artfully Tramp, and he is limited edition of 250. Then we also had 3 new Ben Harmon pins that released. These are those super jumbo 6-inch pins based off of the Ben Harmon Disney artwork. There was 2 for Toy Story 2, one featuring a daytime scene and the second featuring a nighttime scene. And then the third one features Inside Out. Those are all limited edition of just 100. Also last week at DPB Store we had another exclusive pin release. It is the 5th release in our Disney Villains Holloway series. And it features Hades. Limited edition of 250, retail price is $38. And then this Thursday, we will not have a new pin release just because of the event on Saturday. And the following Thursday will just be the 2 pins from the pin event, the leftovers. Also at DPB Store, we had a few new Loungefly pin releases. First up is the Alice in Wonderland Unbirthday Cake pin. That is limited edition of 1100 and the price is $20. I think we just have one left at the time of this recording. And then there's also a new Princess Jasmine Aladdin pin that released. This one is limited edition of 1600 and the price is $20 on that one. It has a lenticular element and it's 3 inches in size. And then lastly, we had a new Disney Princess mystery pin set. We are selling these ones individually and the chaser pin already sold out, but you can still find Tiana's Cupcake, Flounder, the Bluebird, Jack and Gus, and Cinderella's Slipper. Alright, next up is Pink a la Mode. Last week they had 3 new Lady and the Tramp pin releases. One features the Lady and the Tramp family. That is limited edition of 300. The price is $35 and it is 3 inches in size. Then there was Lady and the Gift Box. That one's also limited edition of 300 and the price is $18 on that one. And then there was an open edition Lady Puppy pin. That one is $12. Then there were 4 new Wish Star pins that released at Pink a la Mode. These ones are just 1 inch in size and they are $16 each. Special edition of 300. Next up is BoxLunch. They had a few new Inside Out pins that released. One features the group of characters. Then there was a Joy pin with a 3D dome element. Joy portrait pin. And then there's also other portrait pins of sadness, anger, fear, and Bing Bong. Also at BoxLunch was a new Loungefly pin released. It is called the Beach Stitch and Ducklings pin. Limited edition of 1000. It is 3 inches in size and comes in a collectible box. Retail price on that is $20. And then lastly at BoxLunch was a new Star Wars mystery pin set. This one features characters building sandcastles. 6 pins in total, and the retail price is $10.90 per box of 1 pin. Next up is Hot Topic. They also had a new blind box pin set. This one features Disney characters on bags of chips. Some of the films include The Lion King, Bambi, and the Aristocats. There is one randomly selected pin per box, and that is also $10.90. All right, next up is Disney Store. They had a new D23 Gold Member exclusive pin for the Up 15th anniversary. It features Russell holding a balloon. It reads Spirit of Adventure. It's limited edition of 1,000, and the price is $24.99. Next online at Disney Store was the Father's Day 2024 pin that released. This year features the Emperor's New Groove. That is limited release, and the retail price is $17.99. And then lastly at Disney Store, they had two new of the Build-A-Pin sets that released. And I'm pretty sure these ones are online exclusives. I don't think they will be coming to the parks. The 1 2-pin set features Orange Bird and the dog from Pirates of the Caribbean. And the second set features Tinkerbell and the penguin from It's a Small World. Both of these just include the 2 pins, not the base pin, but you can swap them out with the other Build-A-Pin base pins. All right, next up is Disneyland Paris. They released their June pin calendar. This month features Pride pins, Toy Story aliens, additional Disney princesses, Inside Out, and more. And then lastly, we have Disney Parks. Last week they announced that Pin Trading Nights is returning to Disneyland. The last Pin Trading Nights event was in February 2020 on both coasts, but now it is just coming back to Disneyland. It takes place on June 4th at the Magic Kingdom Ballroom in the Disneyland Hotel, and the price this time is $39 per guest. I think last time was like $15 or $20, so there was an increase there. And the time slot is from 6 to 10 p.m. You'll be able to pin trade with guests, and then they are releasing a few pins as well. There will be the Jasmine and Aladdin Pin Trading Nights pin. That is limited edition of 500. Price is $20. And then you'll also have the first opportunity to purchase the Stitch 626 Day pins, which these will later then be released in the parks as well as Walt Disney World. Next at Disney Parks was a new Build-A-Pin set. This one does include a base pin, but the characters you get on this one are the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent. And then the base pin is kind of like an antique silver finish. And on the inside, there's a print of the partner statue. That one is $29.99 for the 3-pin set. And then lastly, we have the new limited edition pin releases this week at Disney Parks. First, we'll start off with Walt Disney World. There was just one pin that released this week, and it is shared on both coasts. It is the Moana World Oceans Day pin. It features baby Moana and reads, "Take care of our oceans." That is limited release, and the retail price is $17.99. It's available on both coasts. And then there was 2 exclusives at Disneyland on the West Coast. First was the Mickey's Pilharmagic 5th anniversary. It features Donald Duck with glitter embellishments, and the sorcerer hat on this pin does have a little movable element. It's limited edition of 2,000, and the price is $19.99. And then lastly was the next faux business pin. This is the second release in this collection at Disneyland. It is limited edition of 1,500, and the price is $29.99. It does come in a box. It's a little bit larger in size, about 3 inches. And all those I just mentioned released on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. All right, so I think that's going to do it for episode number 323, your May 2024 Week 4 Disney Pin News. Thank you guys very much for listening and watching, and I hope to see you this Saturday at the Disney Pin Source Trade event. Have a great week.